The kit I used to collect Queen and Matriarch cells was just a basic Pharaoh 1, no attachments, and 80 rounds of heavy ammo, a light shield, a looting augment 1 or 2, 5 bandages, and 3 shield recharges. What I do is, I go in on a Harvester or Matriarch raid, find a somewhat protected spot nearby to the Queen or the Matriarch. I need to be close because the goal is to break off the armor pieces protecting the legs, run in quickly before anyone else, and loot the Queen or Matriarch cells out of the armor piece. Usually, there will be other friendly players there with you, helping to knock off the armor. But even if it's just you, 80 rounds of heavy ammo, fired from the Pharaoh 1, should be enough to knock off 2 or 3 armor pieces. Watch like a hawk for when they fall off, and then run quickly and loot the cells inside. I also pick up the magnetic accelerators, since they're important to craft the legendary energy weapons. As a rule of thumb, it wasn't uncommon to extract with 2 to 4 cells, even with just this basic kit. Once we've collected the Queen cells, or the Matriarch cells, and we've collected a decent amount of magnetic accelerators, we'll also need to collect complex gun parts to craft the legendary energy weapons. There are 3 methods of stockpiling up complex gun parts. The first is buying 1 a day from Celeste for 60 seeds. The second is doing night raids and specifically looting security lockers and purple keycard rooms. They're still rare, but night raids have the highest chance of spawning them. They can also spawn in any container. But yeah, security lockers and purple keycard rooms have an increased drop chance. And even if we don't find any complex gun parts, we'll usually find at least some light, medium or heavy gun parts, and we can use those for the third and most reliable method, crafting. If you don't have the blueprint to craft complex gun parts, it most likely drops from the breach room on Bluegate. I have a video already on my channel on how to efficiently farm the breach room. I'll link it in the description for those looking for the complex gun parts blueprint. The final component we'll need is the blueprints for the legendary weapons themselves. To get the Jupiter and the Equalizer blueprints, you'll need to complete the Harvester puzzle, then loot the containers that drop down after it's completed. What you'll need to do to complete the puzzle is loot the breachable containers on the second level of the Harvester. Find all of the cylinders, all while being careful of the fire and electricity cycles. If you see the centerpiece start to glow orange, run outside. The Harvester doors will open, and you can get out quickly. Once you've found all 3 cylinders, you'll need to breach open the 3 spots in the center of the Harvester. Insert all 3 cylinders. Then yellow lights will appear on the wall. Destroy them all, and if the Harvester goes through another fire or electricity cycle, it will eject the cylinders from the centerpiece. You'll need to put them back in, and then continue destroying the yellow lights. Once they're all destroyed, 3 containers will drop down in the center of the Harvester. This is where you'll find the Equalizer or Jupiter blueprints. Both blueprints spawn every time you complete the puzzle. To find the Aphelion rifle blueprint, you'll want to go to Stellar Montes. It can spawn anywhere on Stellar, but I've had the most luck with it spawning from the Purple Archives keyroom, specifically from the desk drawers within the keyroom. As a side note, once you can craft energy weapons, you'll also gain the ability to craft energy ammo from the basic workbench. So that's every step you'll need to know to craft the energy weapons yourself.